pinnacle of human perspective.
Welcome to Unbiased and On the Fence. I'm Shane. Thank you guys so much for this special March 30th episode. This is like a kind of like a part two of our holiday video that Sherry and I did. How's it going, Sherry?
Hey, it's going good. Today is a special holy day, holiday. It's
That's
not
right.
it's not your unbirthday like every other day. It's your birthday today.
Yay!
Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you so much, Sherry. Appreciate that. So March 30th. So this is being part two to our holiday video. We're gonna recommend everybody go watch the holiday video because there's gonna be so many connections with this. But just to summarize that video, it was really about every day being a holiday. So if it's not your birthday today, we can say what? Happy unbirthday, right, Sherry?
Right. Yep.
So that's from Alice in Wonderland, right?
Yep.
So a very happy unbirthday to all of you guys today, because it's really every day is a holiday, and that's really what the whole summary of the whole holiday video is about. But this one goes a step further, and it's like seeing every day as a holiday is wonderful, and that's all great, but you can take it a step further and find the Easter eggs throughout each and every day. And that's really, if I could summarize this video, that's what it's going to be about. So finding the Easter egg in every day. And with this, we have this movie that Sherry was telling me about called Ready Player One.
Yeah, it's so funny because I just had this like overwhelming desire to see this movie, and like nobody had seen it. I finally watched it and I was just like, oh my gosh, this is crazy.
Crazy. So she watched it. She saw these similarities and parallels with our holiday video, which is what this video is all about. We're going to get into all of those. So she told me about it. So I'm going to share my screen here.
And what date is that?
March 30th. So I watched this trailer. I wasn't sure if I wanted to even watch it. It's like almost 2.5 hours long or something like that. Really big time investment. So I was like, I don't know if I want to watch it. So I watched the trailer, and then when I saw it came out on my birthday, and I want to say 2018 or something, I felt like it was a sign. So definitely wanted to watch it after that. And so the movie itself is pretty much, it takes place in the future, and it's about where everybody's kind of online in this online game. And the guy who developed the game passes away. And it turns out his name is James Halliday. So there's our first synchronicity with the holiday video or whatever, that the main developer of this online world that everybody is in the future, his name is James Halliday.
Yep.
Okay, so in the movie, he dies, and he leaves an Easter egg. Now, this gets into the whole Easter egg thing. We kind of touched on it in Holiday a little bit, but Easter eggs are basically anything in games or movies that the creators put in there. They sort of hid them inside their movie or their game for someone to find, or maybe it's an inside joke or inside information to people in the know or whatever. Any of these can kind of fall in the whole Easter egg category. So with this, in the movie, he hid these Easter eggs, and you get to like own his company if you find the Easter eggs. That's like everybody in this online world is after the Easter egg.
And to me, I found all these Easter eggs in the movie that were like Easter eggs for my reality.
Yeah, exactly, and that's what that's what was so cool about it. When you had me watching, I'm like looking at all this stuff in here, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so freaking cool, because there were so many connections with Every Day is a Holiday, our whole first holiday video. Kimberly Lynn Hanson's whole, which just came out. If you guys haven't seen her whole presentation, definitely want to see that on the IMAC International Mandela Effect Conference YouTube channel. Definitely want to check that out. We will have links below this video to Kimberly Lynn Hanson's presentation, as well as part one of this holiday video we're going to entitle Easter Egg, I guess, probably. But it's part two to our holiday video.
All these Easter eggs, what they are is just beautiful synchronicity.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah, and it's like, going throughout your day and you're finding where the universe is sort of talking to you through other people or through other mediums or music or whatever, and it's sort of, I don't know, it just keeps your vibes up when you're always looking for, kind of like Kimberly Lynn Hanson does with the, where you're looking for the washer or something, but you're just sort of manifesting these little Easter egg surprises. You don't know what they're going to be, but you know it's the divine talking through you, to you throughout your day or whatever.
Right, exactly.
All right, the first one up.
For me.
Yeah, this one was definitely for you. We got Michael Jackson, Thriller.
Yeah.
Everybody who knows Sherry knows her Michael Jackson connection. So I knew you didn't miss this one at all when I saw it. I was like, oh, I got to screenshot this one. Should I go more Thriller?
Yeah,
It's
like
awesome.
more excitement.
Yeah. Now this is what was really cool about the whole movie when they're on this almost like I don't know, what do you call scavenger hunt when they're trying to find little pieces or whatever. And I just grabbed this screenshot because of The Shining.
Yeah, like an overview of everything, an overlook. It's
Yeah.
like the shining ones, like
Right, like where The Shining was.
star
Thought that.
seeds and illuminated, things like that. But
Right. So, with every day being a holiday, of course, we had some dates coming up in the movie that not only in the trailer with my birth date in the trailer, that was really cool, but even throughout the movie, we have, I don't know if these dates mean any, and that's why I actually included this one because this fit for Sherry, but I wanted to include this date range because I know there's going to be people watching and it's going to be a little synchronicity for them because that's just how this works or whatever. But you can see here in this next screen shot, it says it backwards, but 11/25. Whose birthday is that, Sherry?
my dad's, who passed away on 8/8, which was the first the Lionsgate, the first day at ESETI, which was what
Right.
started me and all this stuff. And I was noticing all the dates of ESETI were special dates like that.
Yeah, exactly. That was sort of the beginning. So that's a connection back with the holiday video, is that it's her dad's birthday, and it connects with his death date, which was 8/8. Did
Right.
I say that backwards or?
No, you're right.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So then the next one that came up that I noticed, 6 days prior, December 2nd, that's my mom's death date. Now, if you remember from the holiday video, we had this connection where Sherry had sent me this video about from this band called We the Kings, is it, Sherry?
Yes.
And it was just like about a mother's love to her son or something along those lines. And but that's what led us to the whole Valentine's connection in the holiday video when you watch that one, if you guys remember that one.
And before long, all the holidays were incorporated, which came to the revelation that every day was a holiday, a holy day or a holiday.
All right. Okay, now I don't know if I don't know if you noticed this one, Sherry, but I had to throw this in there because it's like a Santa reference or Christmas reference or whatever. But going to be on him like hose on Santa. I love the double entendre there. That's
Which
hose
was
on Santa.
so great because Kimberly Lynn Hanson's second part just came out, but yesterday, which was all the part that I loved so much. That was like about Santa. And if
Right?
people remember, the Claus had, for me, it was a huge Mandela effect because Claus had an E on it my whole life, and it disappeared like about a year ago, and it looked so strange. So even though she still what had felt like Claus was spelled with the S, when I saw it in her presentation with the E,
Yeah,
I couldn't believe it. It was so amazing. So yeah.
yeah, that's really cool. Okay, so here getting towards the end, they finally find the Easter egg, and the main character, and of course, he went. Oh, I guess I should have said spoiler alert.
The beautiful golden light in your hand.
Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it? So really, it was just we wanted to do this little video because we thought it was a great connection in with what we'd already been talking about. And Sherry, didn't there were some other things that came up? Uh, the ghost radar. The end of January, your ghost radar just went off by itself, or your ghost radar turned on by itself.
Turned on by itself and said John Kennedy, which I started looking up stuff on JFK, and then you remembered me saying because see, Janie Lane's death date was while we were at ESETI also, and I'd had a lot of communication from him, and so it
And
put
that's the Warrant singer that died.
Right, and upon investigation into found that his real name was John Kennedy Oswald. But it was so weird because when I looked, his birthday was like 6 hours later on February 1st. And I'm like, okay, why is he showing me this? Why? And I kept looking, and his funeral was actually on Michael Jackson's birthday.
Wow.
And then, if everyone remembers how Darby had someone come in to her work with the ESETI shirt, and it was on Michael Jackson's birthday. There's just all these connections just showing me how every day is a holy day. Every minute is a holy moment. Every
Yeah.
now. Every,
Yeah. And to keep looking for those Easter eggs because they're all over all the time. And, we can get so wrapped up with the troubles or problems of the day or just getting upset with someone that we just totally miss these things. It's because they're always there. The Easter eggs of life. And it really is like, it does keep your vibes up because it gives you that feeling of being connected. It's like, it's synchronicities on the clock and stuff, but it goes beyond that. It goes beyond what you would typically think of as even being coincidental. It's like or accidental, random, but you can see this connection with the divine, and it really helps you to feel that connection all the time and to be in the moment and find those Easter eggs.
and the Ready Player One is just kind of, helping me kind of awaken more to the idea that, a lot of this is maybe a game that we're here to play. It kind of, I don't know. I'm kind of coming more and more to that conclusion.
All right. Well, you notice like for people that aren't gamers, they don't realize they're like, well, games are for fun or whatever. But gamers take gaming seriously. So it's not like, and I think that's what I liked about that movie. They showed people losing all their stuff, and then the guy like going to jump out the window, and they had to stop him because he was going to himself literally for losing everything he had on this game. Like, how serious can a game be? But people do take it seriously. So when people refer to life as a simulation or a game, I don't think it should be taken lightly like that they don't think it's serious because if you're in this playing your game with your teammates or whatever and you die, it sucks really bad, but it's not like real life dying, of course, but there is a level of comparison there, definitely.
Well, I might not be a gamer, but I did take my Frogger and my Cubert very seriously. Just saying.
Pac-Man.
And Pac-Man. I love Pac-Man. Love Miss Pac.
Yeah, I love Pac-Man because it's that perfect archetype of life, where people feel like they're kind of caught in this maze and repeating levels, and like this is this prison planet. And I would say, from Pac-Man's point of view, that's exactly how I would describe it. But we can look at it as taking a step back and being this overviewer of it, the overlook, like we saw,
Yeah.
and see that it's all the ghosts are serving their purpose. They're programmed to make the game interesting. Pac-Man wouldn't be fun without the ghosts. So,
Or the cookies.
the cookies,
That they eat.
right? The pellet thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Whatever.
never saw those as cookies, but that sounds pretty yummy.
Whatever.
So, so thank you so
Anyway,
much, Sherry, for
happy
taking
birthday.
thank you so much. Thanks for taking the time to come on here for part 2. Lots of love and light to each and every one of you guys. Peace. Be sure to check out the website at uotf.net. There you will find the live stream schedule displayed in your local time right there on the front page. Below that, you'll find links to take the Beyond Quantum Healing course at a discounted rate, purchase our book, Mandela Effect, Friend or Foe, in paperback or ebook, or to contact me to schedule a BQH session. At the top of the site, you'll find links to help support the work I do, access the free private forum where you can discuss organizing get-togethers in your area, Mandela effects, and more. Thank you all so much for being here.